Is that possible to start an online business with just $5?
Yeah, so there's several different types of online business models, so it depends on which area you go into as far as like specifics, but every business should start out with a website. A lot of people think that, well, social media is enough, or if they just have a Facebook page, but the problem is, and you should be on social media, but the problem with only being on social media is that algorithms change. Hardly anyone sees your post without having to pay to boost it. You don't get access to their email addresses to market to them and email them. And you never know when a social network could just go away the next day. I mean, you never it happened to MySpace. Um so having a website is important. And then which so you need a domain for that, and you can get one for $1 at oneandone.com. That's actually where I get all my domains. And then um if you use WordPress, that's actually free, except for hosting, which can be as little as $3 a month, depending on what host you pick. And then you could create a free logo in Canva, or hire someone on Fiverr and to make one for $5. Um, and then I recommend starting an email list right away, to capture leads and whatnot. And there's a few different ones that offer a free plan up to a certain number of subscribers. And the one that I use now that I really like, that I think is especially good for content creators, so if you're a podcaster, a blogger, or a YouTuber, is SendFox, and it's free up to the first 3,000 subscribers. But what I like about it is that you can put in like your YouTube link or your blog or podcast RSS feed, and it'll automatically generate newsletters every week, like whenever you publish a new episode and whatnot, and send it out automatically to your list. So it saves a lot of time. Um, so I would say to start a business, with $5, it would basically be to get a domain for, $1, WordPress, and then you have to get hosting, which is, well, it depends on who you go with, but it could be as low as $3. And then you could create a free logo, and then start a free email list. So no matter what area of online business you go into, I think that those are the basics to get started. And then, of course, depending on if you're going into drop shipping, then you might need an extra plug-in and things like that. But yeah, that's how you can get started really affordably.
So you keep saying about the newsletter. So how important is the newsletter in an online business or any business?
hmm Um, I think I would say to not do it any more than once a week, because you don't want to burn out your list. uh, and so, and some people only do it like once a month. But I think it's good if you have, especially if you have like a blog or a podcast or YouTube, because then you can send out your latest episode or your latest video or your latest blog post, and it keeps people updated, because people might not be subscribed to it, or they might, I don't know, it's just an extra way of getting them seeing your content. And then obviously if you have any kind of announcements or things along that nature, then you could send out separate emails or include it in your newsletter. But yeah, I definitely think having an email list and emailing at least once a week in some way, shape, or form is important to do.
A Kangaroo Fern production.